Hey guys, what's going on? Back with another Warzone video. As you can see in the title, there are these red doors that Call of Duty introduced into Warzone, I believe last season or a couple seasons ago. But now when you go into those red doors, it brings you to more red doors, and you have like a 1 in 4 or 5 chance of picking the right door. That's either going to give you loot or it's just going to spit you back out onto the map. So I'm going to show you how to figure out which one is the correct red door. And once you see it, it's going to be very easy. I'm not sure if anybody else has figured it out because it actually is kind of easy. But on the other hand, if the Warzone community is anything like the Call of Duty Zombies community, something about visual Easter eggs people can't figure out or grasp the concept of. Some other technical stuff they're probably easier at solving, but visual stuff is a little bit more difficult. So you go into one of these red doors, they're all over Verdansk. And you're going to come to a couple more red doors, and I'm going to kind of just show you, I don't know, I'm just going to show it first, and then maybe you can kind of figure out for yourself, because like I said, sometimes when you show people stuff, or point it out, it's a lot more obvious and easy. So in this one, I ended up picking the correct red door, and it brings you to this area where you can get loot, and there's like a special crate, UAVs, sentry guns, airstrikes, and stuff like that. And then it has like an interrogation, mind control room, I guess, so for the numbers event and all that stuff, or the event numbers lore that's going to be in coming up pretty soon. So that was one attempt. So this one is me going through a second red door, and I'm going to just kind of let it play, then I'll kind of show you maybe on the last one how you figure it out if you haven't noticed it yet. Again, sometimes when you just tell people there's a way to figure it out, it's not random, then you might just see it for yourself and it might jump out at you. Because it is kind of obvious once you notice it. I don't know if they changed it since the beginning of season 5 or it's always been this way, but if you're kind of looking around like I'm looking around, you'll kind of notice which one's the right one and which one's the wrong one. This case, I purposely picked the wrong one just to show you what happens when you don't pick the correct door. You get pretty much spit back out into the map. Unless you're just looking to escape from somebody, because some people do that. I ended up missing the freeway ramp, funny enough. So that was that one. I just wanted to kind of show you what happens. Maybe some people uh, just need a quick escape to get away from somebody who is running after you. And in this case also, I'm going to show you a third chance, but I'm going to see if I can pause it and kind of show you what to do now. Okay, so you go through any of those red doors, and it's going to bring you to, again, a room with multiple doors. So if you look at this door, not those one, but and then these. Whoops, I don't know how I did that by accident, but let me just kind of get to the right location. So this is the one door, and then you get to the. Okay, I think for that one I accidentally, not accidentally, but I purposely picked the wrong one again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So I'm actually just gonna kind of do it this way. And I ended up picking the right one. Let me just figure out where I am on this. Um, so I ended up picking the right one, I believe. So as you can see, there's this door, and then I turn around. Wait. Technical difficulties. Okay, so this is probably the best way to do it then. So these doors, as you can see, well, that's the correct one again. But these doors, if you haven't, like I said, caught on yet, the wrong ones are going to have electricity coming through them. So 1, 2, 3 have the electricity coming through them. You can see the electricity, and so I go back to the last one that has no electricity, and that ends up being the right one every time. So again, if I go back to the first clip, I can show you that the door that I pick ends up not having electricity around it. So I'm going to kind of just go one more example and pause it again. Actually, let me forward, put that down. So you go through the door. I ended up noticing it on the first time today, and then I realized, you know what, let me just let people know about it just in case. So as you can see, That one has electricity on the right hand side coming through. The one straight ahead doesn't. When you turn around, whoops, and when I end up turning around, you'll see electricity coming through. I'm just gonna let it play through then. Sorry, it was a little bit more annoying than I thought. So that one has electricity on the right. Straight ahead doesn't have electricity. The one when I turn around, these have electricity coming through them. So I ended up picking the one without the electricity. It's pretty simple and easy now when you look at it. But again, like I said, sometimes with visual Easter eggs, it's the more difficult for people, if not the most difficult, for them to kind of see a pattern or how things work. I know some people think stuff differently, but for me, the visual ones just pop out a lot easier. I mean, it did take a couple games, I'll give it that, but again, it's a little bit more easier when you see it. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. Sorry it was a little bit more annoying than I intended, but I just want to show you that, again, just pick the one without the electricity, and then you'll be pretty good. I'll see you guys later.